got a story for you. This is not a good story, but it's a story. And there's a singer-songwriter in Melbourne called Jordie. You guys are familiar with him. He's really good. He's got an album coming out. You should buy it. I wrote this song about him because he's got a bit of a trouble with his name, because there was another singer-songwriter named Jordie in Sydney, and he knew about this song because a couple of people know him, and they said, "Hey, here you go, mate. This guy Tim Woodz has got a song about you." Right? And so I've run into him a couple of times, and I've always thought to myself, man, should I have said something about this song to him, you know? So then it happened. I was at Kitty Somerset up the road, cocktail bar, and said g'day to him, and I thought in my head, man, this is the moment. This is when I'm going to say to him that, hey, I've got this song about you, you know? And so sure enough, I said, should show you that song that I wrote about you. And he goes, oh yeah, I heard about that song. Is there any way to record it or let me hear it? I said, well, I've got a video camera, and so I can record it and put it on your wall. And he's just looked at me like, did you just mention Facebook in real life? Because he's quite a cool character, right? You idiot. And but then he said, yeah, that's cool. So maybe you didn't think I was an idiot. Or maybe you did. Maybe you wanted to think that I was an idiot. Or maybe something is going on. Anyway, continue along with the story. It's quite a long story. I'm planning to play some songs tonight. Anyway. Yeah, he elaborated a little bit more, and he said that he was on this agency, and his agency booked him a couple of gigs with the band Youth Group to support Youth Group when they came to Melbourne. And then all of a sudden, a couple of months later, they just slammed him and said, nah, it's not going to happen anymore, and he didn't know why. But he knew this singer-songwriter, Jordie from Sydney, and he had his phone number and stuff. And Jordie from Sydney said to him, hey, but you want to come to my gig? I'm supporting Youth Group in a month. And then he realised what was going on. Like, the agency had two Jordie on the same agency, and some lady stuffed up. And he said to me, so is that in your song? Yeah. I said, well, maybe it is. Anyway, this one's called Jordie and Jordie No, and you got a song. It's a really hard story to tell, because you're sort of like, what Jordie is he talking about now? Like, it's not the same name. There's characters. You don't have a story with the two main characters with the same name. It's weird. Anyway. Jordie Jordie and Jordie are two singers with the same name. I went to see Jordie but Jordie was playing confusing situation. What a shame. One had to find a stage name. One spelled with a Y and the other with an I. But that couldn't set them free. I don't know how old they are, or whose mother thought of their name first. Musicians curse. Would have left me broken hearted. Jordie, you poor bastard. the actor John Howard, if John Howard was an actor. Some say that he was. Like the musicians Ryan and Brian Adams. One spelt with a B and one with a silent B. What a shame. One had to find a stage name. So the one from Sydney, Jordie Lane, got a stage name called Shady Lane. But I don't think he realized that Shady Lane is a tourist caravan park. Oh, he's done it again. Left me broken hearted, Jordie Lane, you poor bastard. Oh, would left me broken hearted, Jordie Lane, you poor bastard. Jordie Lane, you poor bastard. Jordie Lane, you poor bastard. This is where I get my black singers up to do the dancing with the hands. You poor bastard. If there was another singer named Tim Woodz, I would have to call myself Shit in the Woods. Alright, so I've got a song with hand movements, and it's quite exciting because I get people to do stuff if I ask them politely. So, do you want to do some stuff? Please. Oh man, something go there. I just like the look of it. Look. Oh, where are you going? Put me back. We caught the train tonight. Good. The end. There's like there's new trains, futuristic trains, where there's more standing room. And I'm thinking, eventually, it's just going to be all standing room. And when it's really quiet, you can take a skateboard and play solitaire and marbles and shit. Maybe marbles is a little bit too far-fetched to